Morning. I am attempting to connect with you on my laptop. I was just reading your pre live stream comments, catching up with the conversation. We have quite a situation in our country, and it's hard to keep up. I'm going to turn off my phone. Wow. Anyway, I hope everyone of the late bloomer family is okay. I know we have. I didn't know the riots were that bad down in where you are, Teresa. We had an 8:00 curfew last night. It was initiated at 7:15. But my understanding, I don't have a television or cable, and I wasn't on looking at news on my phone, so or computer, so I didn't really follow where the riots were happening. But I don't even know what to say about it all, except that we just have to try to do our research and remain focused and not get swept up in fear or anything else. Certainly not violence. And so, anyway, this is such a strange time we're in. I'm really thinking about getting out of here for a couple of weeks at least, and maybe more. I want to be standing at the door of my mother's nurse. She's not in a nursing home. She's in assisted living. I want to be standing at the door when they say, okay, you can come in. Whenever that is, I don't know when it's going to be, but I don't want to be sitting over here waiting for that and then have to get there. So, but if we keep having strife in this country and one thing after another, it's like, I don't know when that's going to be okay. I mean, there's a woman that lives in my building, and her mother's visiting here from Connecticut, and she flew out. This is the crazy thing. Hold on. I'm still trying to wake up. She flew out from Hartford to Philly and Philly to LA. And she said it's American Airlines. And she said on the flight, they're practicing. Oh, this is nuts. This is nuts. They're practicing social distancing in the aisles, presumably to wait for the bathroom or something, or to walk in and get your seat. And then once you sit down, you're shoulder to shoulder with, the plane was full. So everybody's sitting there with a mask. And then, but when they're passing in the airport and everything, everybody's doing the 6-foot thing. So I don't know. I live so far away from where I need to be that I have considered some options of driving, and I'm alone and it's just not practical. And I have a cat, and I can't leave here for more than 2 weeks or more than a week really without and expect somebody to take care of my cat, especially with what's going on. I only have good enough my friends in the building close enough that I could even ask them to come over here twice a day to check on her. But I can't ask them to do that for 2 or 3 weeks. Anyway, it's so complicated. Okay. Tristan Bothwell, good morning. And remind us where you are writing in from. I'm going to get off my soapbox. Hi, CJ. Please stay safe in St. Louis. I'm sure that's could be just turn violent very, very easily. Okay. Teresa, remind me. Let's see. I know you're you're down towards San Diego, but did you say Ramona, California, and you had a lot of riots? It's burning down a store. It doesn't only hurts the community and the person who owns the business. People aren't thinking when they do that. So they're swept up. Um, let's see. Incredible. I'm just catching up on the comments, everybody. I want to, well, Happy, it's not that there are people that know what a peaceful protest is, but those aren't the people that are doing all this. The peaceful protesters, I mean, I just saw a post on Nextdoor and they were going, this is not going to be a peaceful protest, stay home, you know. So the peaceful protesters are not going. It's someone, you know, organizing this to foment violence, which is just wrong. Let's see. Remington, can you remind me where you are? One of these years I'll remember. Let's see. And Tristan as well. Let's see. Oh, you're in North Carolina. Oh, I bet. See, that's the thing. It's beautiful here. It's beautiful. It's not humid. The sun shines almost every day. Well, we have had June gloom in the last in the last week. We've probably had 4 kind of June gloomy days. But still, it's just the perfect temperature, and it's not hot in my apartment. I don't have air conditioning here, so it's not. It hasn't been hot like once. Because this is an old building and they actually put some thought into trying to make apartments livable for families back when they built this kind of a building. You know, there's a great cross ventilation, and so you open the windows and it's just, you know, of course the ocean is right there, so we've got ocean breezes. Okay, let's see. Okay, where am I? Emma Sue Peters, I am doing as well as can be expected under these trying times in our country, in our lives. Where are you writing from, Emma Sue? And do you have a garden? And have I inspired you in some way? How long have you been following? Please leave those things in a comment, and we can catch up. Maddie is here from Iceland. I count on you, Maddie. You're the only person from that whole, is it a country or a continent? Are you part of your own continent? No, there are just so many continents. Iceland, but Iceland is an island. So, anyway, you're the only person from Iceland that follows my channel, and I would encourage you to start a little fan club up there so that, you know, you're better represented on my channel. How about that? John Haffenacker, our moderator, is posting links for my t-shirt. This is the old one with never too late to grow vegetables on the back, and the new t-shirt, which I have ordered several for myself. I ordered them in the first batch, and they have yet to arrive, but everyone that ordered in that first batch should be getting their t-shirts, I think, within a week. Marge Hayes, hello from Carpinteria. You know, I thought so many times about getting a trailer or something in Carpinteria. The minister at our church he was there for many years, but he was a professor, and he had a little bit of a trailer in Carpinteria, and he would just use it to get away because he and his wife and family live in the valley where it can get very hot, just unbearable. You have to have air conditioning out there. And he would go up to Carpinteria just to reflect, and, you know, being a minister and being a professor at Pepperdine, you have to have time alone to try to obviously connect with God and get your thoughts together, because when you're standing in front of a group of people, you want to give the best messages you possibly can. And so I just had this, the Carpinteria was always this like mystique for me, and I always wanted to go up there and have a little getaway. That didn't happen. And let's see. But I'm so glad you joined from Marge, and I don't think you've have you been on before? Gina, let's see. I think we have to. Well, yes, that's definitely an issue, Gina. That's not the only problem, though, unfortunately. Thank you, Haffy. Haffy is reminding everyone that you can become a patron of this channel, and your monthly support will help this channel to grow. And I appreciate all of your patronage in whatever way you're able to give it. And if you're not able to give any money to this, to the effort of supporting this channel, then share it with lots and lots of people. And I would really appreciate that. My goal, everybody, my goal is to reach 100,000 at least by the end of the year. Now that's a tall order, very tall order, but I think it's achievable with your help. So just keep that number in mind. Once you reach that 100,000, you're in a, first of all, your channel is verified, and that makes a huge difference in terms of YouTube, and huge difference. And so that's the goal, everybody. And I'd really like to get there with your help. Okay, what else? Patricia. That's the problem, see? That's what I was getting at without getting totally on that subject. Okay, so Marge is growing lemon trees from seed. I tried to grow a not a mandarin, the bigger one. What's a bigger citrus between an orange? Oh, it was so delicious. Anyway, I started it from seed. I grew it from seed. And the swallowtail butterfly laid eggs all over it. And I came out and it was like, there's a clip on one of my videos from 2 or 3 years ago, and the swallowtail caterpillars were all over this thing. And of course, you know how I feel about butterfly caterpillars. So that's hands off. I actually took one of them and tried to raise it inside. I tried to make sure it survived, but it didn't hatch from its cocoon. But that's very impressive. When you start growing from seed, it's a whole new level of gardening. I remember so well my very first. I'm a late bloomer, and that's how I started my show and my channel, because I had never grown any plants, really. I mean, I love plants. I had done some pruning of bushes, but I had never grown anything. I didn't even have house plants. I didn't have one single house plant in New York because there wasn't enough window light. And over at the LA apartment, I don't think I had a house plant either. I mean, this was a total in 2011, when that Parkway tree died, that just changed my life. I had an epiphany. That's all I can say. It was an absolute epiphany, and it changed my life. I reconnected with my ancestors, which are, we're all farmers, and the connection is so deep. Okay, let's see. But that's wonderful, Marge. I'm so glad you joined us. I have a wonderful community, and if you have any questions, if I can't answer it, somebody else will. But it's true what Patricia is saying. There are people that are intent upon creating problems where none exist. Trudy is here. I just texted Trudy and I said, please join the live stream. I haven't heard from you in a while. She's growing my tomatoes, Boutingan, and Aunt Ruby's. Oh, I'm so happy. I have 45 tomatoes this year on my 3/4 acre lakefront property. Anyone can grow in small spaces. Well, you don't have a small space, Trudy, if you have 3/4 of an acre. I'd love to see that. That's New Jersey, right? Let's see if I have that right. Is Mix here from Latvia? Mix, and Amal is here from Saudi. See what happens when I start talking. I miss, and Christina is here. I know Christina's got something to say about what's going on. Let's see. I am trying to do this from my laptop, everybody. Remember Lori is here from Canada. Hi, Lori. Did you haven't gotten your t-shirt yet because I haven't gotten mine, but you will. I'm so happy all my peeps are here today. And Mix is here from Latvia. I haven't heard from you in a while. How are things in Latvia? Mix, unless I've lost track of time, you're still a young man. Yes, Gina, it's just unbelievable. Hubby built me another raised bed. What should I grow? Oh, well, Teresa, what are you not growing? Did you take any Sweet Annie with you down there? Of course, Sweet Annie, you don't have to have a raised bed for Sweet Annie. I hope I gave you some Sweet Annie seeds. I'd like to believe that somebody that has connected with me is growing Sweet Annie. I don't have any growing right now. I have a lot of seeds, and I meant to seed it earlier, just in a little blueberry container or something like that in the kitchen, and set it out. But I have sort of reached my apex. Is that the right word? Saturation level. I'm not sure what the word is. But I have I've reached a point of not being able to expand here. And right now I have probably, well, not counting the little, the plugs in the plug planter, of which there were about 40 that germinated. And not counting the tomato cuttings, which you saw in my tomato video this week, I probably have, I don't know, 15 or 20 plants in there, and they all got to go somewhere. So they, I could, with now that I have the grow light, and I hope you guys saw my grow light video. That is obviously available on Amazon, and I have put the links. If you're in other countries, I have put some international links under the video. I don't think I get anything. If you're in another country and you order one of those lights. But if you order one of those lights and you're in the US, you can order through my link, my Amazon link, and I'll get a couple of dollars for my channel, or actually anything you order on Amazon. But let's see. So I'm not sure, Teresa, what you should grow. You could try corn. Just do a whole bed of corn. I mean, I just think corn is just like so cool to grow, and then I don't know how big it is, but if it's at least 4 square, you could do square foot gardening in it, and you could do, because corn is direct sow. You could have corn this year, sweet corn. I could have given you some seed. I don't know if I have seed still, but anyway, yeah, I have seed. I have seed from Kentucky. From Angie, but what you could do is you could put the corn seed in there. Just do a Three Sisters thing. That would be so cool. Just do a Three Sisters bed. I would love to see a successful Three Sisters bed. And when I did it, you have to do it at the right timing, because the corn's got to shoot up, and then the squash, and then the beans, because they grow up. Let's see. The corn and the beans grow up, and then the squash leaves are protected. They don't get beaten so hard with the sun. because they have some shade above them. And I would love to see if you could do that. And if you could do that, Teresa, document it in horizontal photos like this, and we can post them on my Facebook page and show everybody. And everybody that watches this live stream will remember that I asked you to do that. And this is what happened. Let's see. Marge says, I love it here. And I'm assuming you mean Carpinteria. Otherwise, you mean you love it on my live stream. Either one is good. Christina, thank you for asking about my mother. She's fading. And I'm just sick that this past week, I just thought, I'm just going to go there. Everything's chaos in my apartment. It's better. Denora came for the first time on Friday, and we got so much done. I was virtually laid up yesterday. I was so sore. Unfortunately, a lot of the mess that was in the living room is now in here. So this room needs the major attention right now. My bedroom's kind of together. I wouldn't be too embarrassed if somebody saw that. My living room things still need to be shifted. I can't really get the living room set until, I know I didn't really answer your question yet, Christina, but I haven't forgotten. I got to get the piano moved. And where am I going to get 4 men for 5 minutes? Where am I going to do that? How's that going to happen? How am I going to get, 3 and me? All I need to do is lift the one end up and move it over. But that's going to take 3 strong men. I mean, that's it's 700 pounds. Well, you wouldn't be taking the full, you'd take 2/3 of that weight if you picked up the 2-legged end, which you have to pick up the 2-legged end to move it. So you're picking up 500 pounds, and you got to be careful. So I can't get the living room set up until the piano. I didn't put it in the right place that day. Anyway, this week I just thought, I'm just going to go see my mother. I'm going to leave everything just as it is, and I'm just going to go. And I was trying to look at options. I was looking at renting an RV and driving, so I wouldn't have to stay in hotel rooms and all this stuff. And meanwhile, she's just fading away over there. She's not eating. And it's a sad situation, Christina. I really need to get over there. So my plan, my plan is to roll out of here in about 2 weeks, one way or another, and head that direction. I've even thought about driving my own car, but let's see. Tristan is from Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you for reminding me. And thank you for coming back and joining our live stream. Oh, that'll be wonderful. Yeah, those cattle panels are so fantastic. I always wanted a cattle panel trellis because they're indestructible. And who was doing this? Steve Mildegren. I don't know if Steve's on. Steve had several cattle panels, and he was building tall raised beds, and he was going to do them bend over like that and have everything grow over, all the squash and beans and everything. Oh, I'd love to get out and see the progress on his garden. Are you there, Steve? Let us know. Okay. Marge is new, so everybody, I want you to give Marge a warm welcome. So she's going to come back again. Susie A, remind me where you are. She's growing tomatoes, peppers, corn, sunflowers, many herbs, lots of flowers, all in the ground. Life is good. I'm so glad. Remind me where you are. Good morning, Brian in New Jersey. How are things there? I'm almost afraid to ask. That's true, Teresa. Sharing is caring. I am sharing of myself right now. These live streams are just a way to connect with people and bring like-minded people together that care about Mother Earth and care about dirt and soil and clean air and fresh water, and they care about the food they eat. And I have been promoting that idea since before I ever started gardening, growing it myself. I've been following the organic food movement since the inception, and every single time there was an area of produce or dairy or dried goods or whatever, I was there from the beginning, eating organic food. So uh, just to take on growing plants yourself is it's the culmination really of all of that. Oh, let's get off the soapbox, Kay. Let's see. Thank you, Haffy, for posting my PayPal link. And you can hit that super chat $sign below if you'd like to support this channel. Amal is here from Saudi. What's the weather like there, Amal? And what's the virus situation in Saudi? Ponderosa lemon. Ooh, that sounds wonderful, but I don't think I've ever had that. Tangerine. Yes, Brian, thank you. I could not think of tangerine. I thought of mandarin. Oh my goodness. Who did that? Teresa? Is that Teresa? Oh, Teresa, thank you so much. Teresa gave it a $10 super chat donation. I really appreciate that. I was thinking of mandarin. Anyway, tangerine is what I was trying to think of. Oh my gosh, Teresa has 8 cattle panels. I've always wanted one. I always had these rinky dink. You've seen my trellises. They weren't rinky dink, but I mean, for people who English is not your first language, rinky dink means flimsy. Uh-huh. Yes, Susie, you have to get some. Well, maybe you could get them delivered. When I was at Steve's, his son had a truck and he brought the cattle panels. Speaking of trucks, everyone, I want you to envision me in a pickup truck. Because I'm going to be looking for a pickup truck when I get to Tennessee. Daryl, can I leave my truck at your place? That's not too much to ask, is it? I just want to. You have a big space down there below. I can put a cover over it so that I have a vehicle in Tennessee. How would you feel about that? We can talk. I'm serious. I'm going to buy a pickup truck. And I'm thinking about, I've always been this, environmentalist and I've had a Prius, driven a hybrid with low gas, spending very little on gas for years. How many Priuses have I had? I've had 1, 2, 3. It's my 3rd Prius. Let's see. I almost think the first one was a lease, and the second one I paid cash for. And then the third one, and I financed, but then I paid it off when I sold my house. But I just think, I could drive it all the way to Tennessee. If I was completely leaving California, I would obviously do that. But I can't completely leave California right now. That's not possible because all of my stuff is here. And I have a lease until November anyway. So what I'd like to do is get over to Tennessee, to the middle of the country. There's a lot of people I want to see over there, and buy myself a pickup truck. Unfortunately, you're stuck spending all this money on gas. I hate that. But I just don't see any way around it, because a pickup truck, you need some power. And if you're going to haul stuff, and I'm going to haul stuff. So although maybe I should buy the truck here and drive it. No, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I have to figure this out. If anybody has any suggestions for me, please let me know. Let's see. Ryan, Meyer lemon are my fave, but I haven't tried Ponderosa, so I don't know. Pat Lucking is here from Vancouver. Oh, that's wonderful, Trudy. Kel Storm is here, and let me see if I can remember where Kel is. I believe Kel is in England. Did I have that right? Emma, did you answer where you are? Because I might have missed it. Emma Sue, I should say. Uh, my trellises did work, Gina. They did. They did work. I had all kinds of I mean, my pine tree served as a trellis. Oh, Teresa, now I'm scrolling back and I actually see your comment. Thank you so much. Barbara, good morning. My friend Barbara. Let's see. Kaye, SMK is here. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Um, Connie is here. Let's see. Emma, let's see. Emma says, I'm sorry about that, Emma. Yeah, let's see that your grandfather. So hopefully he was up in his 80s or something, and that he had a good full life before. Obviously, if you're his grandchild, he was able to pass down his wonderful legacy. I hope I'm lucky enough to have a grandchild. Um, and she's not suffering too much, but she's just when you start having some dementia, as Haffy knows from his father. Uh, you can't read, you can't. You're just everything's just kind of your world is just shutting down, and I'm trying to get back to Connie. Good morning, Connie from Los Angeles. It's just insane that Connie is in Los Angeles and we have not actually met. I got to correct that. Christina's got the same thing. Oh boy. Yeah. Where is your dad, Christina? Let's see. Lisa Lee is here. Thank you so much, Lisa. I hope you're getting better, continuing to get better each day. Lisa is our only close late bloomer connection that we know of that actually had coronavirus, and so we want to keep Lisa in our prayers so that her lungs continue to heal. And if anybody has any powerful advice, I mean, uh, for Lisa to strengthen her lungs back after such an onslaught, please share with her. Um, let's see. Yeah, Daryl, easy for you to say. Where am I going to get four big men? First of all, it's not like you walk out on the street and you see four big men that are willing to walk into your apartment for 5 minutes and move a piano. No. I would probably have to pay this mover guy and to get four people to come here for 5 minutes. There's no way I could get that done for less than $100. No way. I mean, I would do that, but people are afraid. Let's see. Oh, Happy Gardener is here. There's different kinds of runner beans, Happy Gardener. What kind do you recommend? Do you remember Happy Gardener? Did you see that video I did with Judy Fanning and Ashland? And she was talking about a bean that she felt like was the best bean. I would have to go back and watch the video myself to remember. But she had, she was the bean queen. And well, she's an amazing gardener, but she she was saying that that bean that runner bean that everybody grows back over there. She said this bean was better than that bean. um, Barbara, yeah, I've been leaning that on him, and I'm gonna figure something out here and hope that it's all blessed. Let's see. Hi, Daryl. I mean, Denise says hi, Daryl. Hi, Denise is what I meant to say. Oh, well, thank you, Marge. But she, she's had an amazing life, and she knows it, and she's completely fulfilled her life. And how many people can say that? You know, I certainly can't. I am nowhere near where I thought I would be, or where I want to be, or I have still so much to accomplish, but or want to accomplish, feel like I must accomplish, but the body, it doesn't want to keep up with my passion and desire. So let's see. Okay, so Trudy is doing Three Sisters. So Teresa, why don't you and Trudy get together, connect, see if you can connect. And I would love to see you do a Three Sisters bed in your new raised bed. KSMK, you cannot buy them. That is not, and there's no L. It's Boutingan. It's 1 T and 2 G's, and no L. And those seeds were collected, very rare. They were hand collected by my friend in Berlin, who's from the Philippines, by her father, and given to her when she was back home visiting her family in Philippines. And she gave me a few. So I grew them, and I talked about them on my channel, and I shared them with a few people. And now that's been, since I collected my seeds, that's been, well, I remember specifically, I haven't heard from her in a while, but it was a local, she didn't live too far from LA, and she came and visited, and I gave her some seeds. But I have a bag. Hold on a second. Look at this. It's a very small cherry tomato, very small, very intense flavor. And these have been in my freezer now for, well, at least 2 years, maybe 3. I don't remember. I'm putting them back. I would guess that those seeds are still good. I hadn't thought about that. They might be even better. Daryl, what do you think? They might be even better off than the handful. I literally just have probably a dozen seeds in there, which I don't really want to get rid of. They might be in better, more viable than those seeds I have just been sitting in my seed box. What do you think, Daryl? Teresa sent you you sent me a photo of my garden. Where did you send it? She texted me. Okay, just make sure you always shoot horizontally, Teresa. But I mean, I can use vertical photos for Facebook, but not for video. I mean, I can, but it's so labor intensive to try to incorporate a vertical video into a video. I mean, a vertical photograph into a video, because what you need is 16:9. And most cell phones don't even shoot 16:9. You have to have a special app. I think the Android does it automatically, but not the iPhone. Maybe the new iPhone does, but this is a 10 and it doesn't. So you have a lot going on, and those zucchini look amazing. Let me see if I can. This is one of Teresa's. Tell me if the reflection. It looks like the reflection is not on. But look at that zucchini. Oh, baby, that's sexy. I just think growing your own plants is just, it's just so organic. Love it. And they're so healthy looking. I don't see any mildew. Wow. Where's the mildew? You're in California. Where's the mildew? Did you see the mildew on my friend Scott at, by the way, if you haven't watched that pepper video I did with Scott, I did that collaboration because I want to, we wanted to help each other, and then I didn't get very many views, so I didn't help him at all. And I really wanted to. He's such a great guy, and he's been watching my channel and checking in with my videos and stuff, giving me tips on growing my channel. Joshua, my friend Joshua, has been very, very helpful and helping me grow my channel. He watched a bunch of videos and gave me notes. We need to pick up on that and continue that, Joshua, this week. Let me try to see. Gina has corn waist high. Dragon tongue beans. There's I don't know the dragon tongue beans, Gina, but there's a dragon tongue, I believe it's called dragon tongue arugula, that I used to plant that was amazing. See if you can find that. Yeah, no room for squash. Squash takes up so much space. Let's see. Happy Gardener, can you remind everybody where you are and what your name is? I am going to call Pat Lucking. I'm going to call the airlines maybe today and find out what the deal is to take my cat. You see, I've never taken her on a plane. Oh, dear God. And she would have to be medicated because she howls. When she's in that container, she howls. I wouldn't want to put her underneath. It just seems, I don't know. Yes, deadly wound. There's a very weird, I know that this, I'm very behind on these comments, but there's a very weird commercial that, that is running. And of course, the commercials, the ads that you see in front of my videos have to do with your own browsing history, as well as the content that you're watching. And I'm getting this weird commercial. This guy, he actually doesn't look all that healthy. I guess he looks healthier than he did before he lost 200 pounds or something. But I think that's what he says in there. But he hates tomatoes, and I'm just going, why is Google running this ad? And some of these ads are just so unappealing to start with. And I don't know, have you seen this ad, everybody? This doctor that professes to hate tomatoes, and he's recommending no one eat tomatoes. And of course, if you're a gardener, that's the number one thing that people are interested in. Yes, there are certain gardeners that have eliminated tomatoes from they've eliminated nightshades from their diet because they they have a specific issue, and I understand that. Uh, but to be promoting the idea of people not growing tomatoes is just crazy. And I would like for Google to stop running that ad in front of my videos. And I'm not sure how to make that happen. Christina, I hope that you do get to see your father in person before he, can't know you or whatever is going to happen. Connie, we need to make a connection before I take off. And there's no reason why you can't come over, and I can walk you through the Rose Alley. Let's see. Okay. Once again, I'm really sorry, Emma, about your grandfather. It's so hard to lose family. Let's see. Pat is Lucking is growing lemon seeds too. The thing about growing from seed, almost all citrus trees that you buy in a nursery are grafted. So, when I did that one and only grafting video, he told me that. I didn't even realize that. So all of his citrus trees are grafted. And so I have a feeling that even if you're successful in growing that tree indoors, Pat, you're going to have a lot of sun, and you're going to need a grow light because it needs more light than, unless you have a fantastic solarium, you're going to need a grow light to grow that tree inside. And it's not impossible, but you may need to graft it for good fruit. Boy, I'm way behind on my comments. Let's see. I don't know why you're mentioning Bridges of Madison County, Pat, but I love that movie, and I loved the music was just beautiful. I bought the CD of the music back when we bought CDs. Okay, I can leave a truck with Daryl as long as it is yellow. Okay, why yellow? You don't see a lot of yellow trucks. I think that I'm going to be really limiting my search for a used. I want to get a pre-owned certified, so it has a warranty of some kind. I don't want to, be worrying about this thing breaking down. And I'm not gonna buy a new vehicle. That's ridiculous. So get the new Tesla truck. Well, I don't want it 100% electric, Happy. Yellow. Okay, I'm hearing the more interest in the color yellow. I'm happy to get a yellow truck. It's very cheerful. But I mean, whoever sees a yellow truck? I mean, I can't even think of ever seeing a yellow truck. Oh gosh, I'm so behind. A gardening question. David Hamilton is here. I'm sorry, David. I'm just so behind. Let's see. David Hamilton is here, and speaking of David, everybody, David, because we haven't been able to get together, David's wife shot updated footage of the hillside garden, and it's all full. So I have all the clips, and I'm going to put it together. Would you like to see that? Me to upload that this week? I can just film a little intro and say, here's David, and here's how his garden turned out. When we started that project, we thought we'd be working, on it together, and we'd go through completion. But then this stay-at-home order happened, and he went on without me. He didn't need me. Once he got that good soil going, he didn't need me. I don't think I can, Pat. I don't think they'll let me sublet. Let's see. You're hand pollinating, Teresa. Okay. Let's see. We might have to do that, Joshua. Okay, Gina's setting a new goal. She has a 4-acre plot that's not being used, and she wants to create a larger garden there. Well, you 4 acres, okay. Uh, uh, and that 4 acres you don't own, but you can use, correct? Yes, I know, Joshua. Let's see. Uncle George in Eastern Oregon. Yes, I know I don't say Oregon right. I've always said it the wrong way. Oregon, Oregon. I always say Oregon, like Calgon. Calgon, take me away. Uh, well, I am growing squash, as you will see in a video this week. Oh, Lily D is here, and she harvested her first cucumber this morning. Hakimi is here from Malaysia. Corn, strawberries, grown from seed. Wow, growing. I mean, most people just don't take that on, but congratulations. Snake beans starting to produce beans. I want to grow those yard-long beans so bad. Let's see. Stink bugs. Yeah, pick those off, Lily. Pick them off, sweep them off, put them in soapy water, and kill them. Let's see. Oh, Daryl's bananas are 8 feet tall. You brew your cacao. Oh gosh, I'm so behind. Oh, okay. I collected. Speaking of collecting seeds, I collected some borage seeds today. You know, I never worried about borage. The first time I planted it in the garden, I thought I'm never going to have to plant that again. It'll come up wherever it comes up. But here, you know, those seeds are going to fall on concrete and they're going to get washed. Whoever takes it upon themselves to wash that sidewalk out there, the seeds are just going to get washed away. So I collected a handful, and I thought, well, you know, I might have to actually plant borage seeds again. Let's see. I love tomatoes too, and but I mean, I hardly eat any except just in that summer, and I still have inflammation. So it's not like if I hardly eat any nightshades for like 9 months of the year. Once in a while, I might eat an eggplant, but I don't even bother buying tomatoes out of season. It's not worth it. So that's not the cause of my inflammation. So I'm not going to give them up for those 3 months. No, listen. Brian just mentioned this. This is abusive. He says he skips no ads, but they have been running 15 to 30 minutes, several 1-hour ads. Don't watch. I'm not asking anybody to watch that long. You know, if it goes on more than a minute or two, just go ahead and skip it. I don't expect it. I mean, you would forget what my video was even about if you got that much of a distraction. That's just taking advantage of content creators, and I don't like that at all. You know, if you're going to put an ad, and what I've done is to save time. And I know I'm way behind on comments, but I wanted to say this to save time. You know, because each time you upload, it's all these steps, and everything added together, it adds up so much time editing and uploading. So to save time, I was letting the YouTube generate the ad. They won't put an ad in a video that's less than 10 minutes, but they will put ads in any video, or you can put your own ads. You can place them. You can't decide what they are, but you can place them where they go if the video is over 10 minutes long. I've been trying to get my videos down because longer videos just, you know, people are busy. I mean, lots going on in this country. And I don't expect anybody to sit down for 25 minutes and watch a garden tour. I just don't. So I've been trying to get my videos down closer to 10, 11 minutes. Sometimes it's like 12 or 13, but I'm trying. I'm really working at that. And I feel like one ad in a 12-minute, inside a 12-minute video is all I want. I mean, yes, I'll make less money, but I don't want to ruin the viewing experience or the learning experience of watching my videos with having like 5 interruptions. Well, they wouldn't put 5 ads in a 13-minute video, but they might put 2 or 3. So I have, even though it takes more time, I have started in the last 2 weeks placing my ads manually. So if a video is like 11 minutes, I'll just put 1 ad in somewhere in the middle where there's a break. And if it's more like 15 minutes, I might put 2. But I don't expect, if they start running an ad that keeps going and going and going and going, and you're not interested in that subject, please don't watch it just because it puts a couple more pennies in my pocket. Please. I mean, if you're not interested in what it is, then just skip it. I don't expect you to watch that. Okay. Trudy knows who this guy is. Okay. Yes, Scott's place is so humid, but I was down. What did you just do, Denise? Denise just texted me. I have my phone turned off, but my computer just dinged me. Because I visited Pat Smith in Mobile, I learned what, on July 4th, I learned what real humidity is, and that's what he has to deal with down there. But I would love to go to Houston for a couple of reasons. I'd love to go visit Scott this summer because hopefully I'll be able to see my son. I'd like to see my son down in Austin. It's his busiest time in the summer going to visit producers, and now that things have opened up, he's going to be traveling. And so, but I would love to make it back down to Texas, because, and Houston, I follow this guy on, I don't think he watches my videos, but he follows me on Instagram and I follow him, and he works and downtown or someplace, and every day at lunch, he picks a different kind of food, from barbecue to Vietnamese to Taiwanese to Chinese, what, and I'm just like salivating. He said, "Oh, the cuisine in Houston is just to die for." So I just love to go down there for like a week and just eat all these wonderful meals. Gina, that's interesting. No, you can't make salsa without tomatoes, Lily. Of course not. Okay, David, I'm finally to your question. A lot of the tomato suckers that I haven't pulled off my toms actually create flowers. These will develop into fruit. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. I'll be right back. If you just saw my tomato pruning video, not many people saw it. I can't understand that. Tomatoes are like the #1 topic on YouTube, gardening. Please share that video, guys. I've got to get a video that really does well. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I know there's a lot of distraction in the country, and people are, but what I really have to get a video that starts doing well in order to keep doing this. But look, David, look at these suckers. This is what I pulled off the other day. Look how healthy this is. These suckers were all from 2 plants that were volunteers that grew up in my loquat pot. And I have 2 more growing in the pot, and they've got all these flowers. Now, I don't see any fruit emerging quite yet. And of course, I'm just waiting for a few, but I don't know if you can see, but there are. Yeah, you can see that right there. Look at all those roots coming down the stem. So I'm going to plant these out. Oh, it's heavy. I'm going to plant those out and give them away or something, and fully expect that to be producing. I've just never seen such healthy green tomatoes ever. So, and it just happened, so surprisingly happened, because, they were just moved here and they just came up as little volunteers in my one of the pots that we literally dug up. Obviously, we put some compost around it, and they grew up from that. So, but they will. But one thing I left out or didn't make clear in my video this week. It's 9 a.m. and I'm going to try to just quickly see what else anybody. Henry from North Carolina. Remington Howell. Henry from North Carolina. I don't know what that means. Your name is Remington, right? Not Henry. Anyway, in the tomato video, I made a comment like, well, I won't get fruit inside my house because I won't get pollination, because I won't have bees. And a number of people, including Scott, corrected me and said, or suggested that, and Tony at Simplified Gardening, Scott, a number of people said that I could use an electric toothbrush to massage each one of those flowers, and that tomatoes are self-pollinating. I mean, I used to always see so many bees on my tomatoes. I just assumed that I needed bees for the fruit. But that's not correct. Tomatoes are self-pollinating. I did not realize that. So you continue to learn. Even after 8 years, you continue to learn stuff, and that's what I love about gardening. It's the education of a lifetime. You never know it all. You're always learning. There's the biology of gardening that's so incredibly fascinating, between the insects, the pests, the beneficial insects, the beneficial microbes in the soil. All of that is so fascinating to start with. And then you have techniques. You have techniques that work better than others, from cattle panels as trellises to worm bins to gardening is just endlessly fascinating, because you can always find a better way to do something, to solve a problem, to make it work better, to make the compost richer. That's what I just find so incredibly fascinating, and that's what keeps driving me to share. Sam's allotment. Good day, Sam. I'm supposed to be off by now. I hope I answered your question, David. Let's see. Daryl, yeah, Daryl knows how to control bamboo. So just contact Daryl if you can. Emancipated gardener. We just had frost warning. Oh boy. Can you tell us where you are? And Tony, I didn't realize you were there. I just mentioned you. And you're answering someone else's question, and I don't know. I was way, let's see. Jack is here. Let's see. Kevin, Big Wave is here. Hi, Kevin. One to miserable tomato. Well, but didn't you say, Kevin, at Big Wave, Florida, didn't you say that that your spring season was ending and that your summer months are off because it's too hot, and then you're starting your fall? So, but that's to be expected then, right? That you're down to one plant. That's awesome. Joshua gave a bunch of tomato plants away to family and friends yesterday. Okay, bye. I'm sure Trudy's already gone. Let's see. Marge, thank you. I think you're talking, I don't know. Let's see. Slintskip. What is your name? SLNTSCPE. And do you have a garden, and where are you writing from? Thank you for joining us. Um, good, that's good, Marge, because it always changes. One year they're saying this is good for you, and next year they're going, that's not good for you. Um, I think that we look to our elders, and we can learn a lot. That's fine, SLNTSCPE. That's perfectly fine. If you're a minor, don't worry about it. I'm glad you joined us. But you can tell us if you have a garden or love gardening. Let's see. Susie is in Dawsonville. Love going to Gibbs Gardens. Wonderful Japanese gardens there. What state are we talking about, Susie? Just remind me. Let's see. Gina, are you talking about David Hamilton? Is that what you mean? Um, well, she has sent me all of the update in video clips. And so she did not shoot David sitting there talking to me, giving me advice or anything like Scott's. But what I'll do is I'll just shoot an intro and I'll say, hey, everybody, we weren't able to be together, but look what happened at David's garden. Look how amazing his garden turned out after our initial getting that soil all primed. I've never heard of Saucon seeds. SAWCON. I don't know what that is. Sam's allotment is laughing hysterically at something, and I don't know what that is. Hi, Dee, the frustrated gardener. Kel Storm. Okay, Sam must have told a joke because Daryl and Kel are responding to Sam's joke. Let's see. My blueberries are amazing. Okay, Sam said, here in the UK, if you see a yellow truck, you get to, oh, we're talking about yellow trucks again. Okay, I'm so glad I scrolled back. Here in the UK, if you see a yellow truck, you get to punch the person with a body punch. I don't want to get punched. If you see a person with a pink car, you can punch them in the head and get away with it. Okay. Yeah, Debbie, I'm going to put that together this week. So watch for that. Yeah, watch for that this week, guys. I have, let's see, I have, I forgot what I've uploaded and what I've shot and not uploaded. I've got growing an indoor garden, part 1. Seems like I already did. No, well, I don't know. Part 1, and then I've shot part 2. So I've got those 2 things shot, which I haven't uploaded. And then I've got all David's footage, which I need to put together with an intro. And then I'm thinking of doing, because I'm not going to have, big announcement, I'm not going to have Eric working here anymore. It's just not going to work out. There's the parking situation, the tools situation, that it's too difficult. He doesn't want to come here, and that's the end of it. So, not to belabor that, but that means unless I can get Renee over here to help me with these bigger pots, I mean, I have to get some help. I literally can't lift them. So my loquat, my apple tree, my fig tree, and whatever I do with these things that I've started in the kitchen, all that stuff has to be potted up and put somewhere. So and then maintained. And I want to leave and be gone for a few weeks. So this is going to be interesting. I'm hoping that I can put some things at Vanita's, who's been very, very helpful. She was instrumental in helping me get out of my house on time through that crisis, the last few days of just pouring rain, and oh God, I don't even think about it. Let's see. What are we talking to? Let's see. Patricia says the picture of the bus converted into a greenhouse. It's yellow. No, I didn't see that, but it would be yellow. I would think it would be yellow. I actually have a friend. Um, well, I could get a red truck, but Daryl, why did you want it yellow? Can't I get a red truck? I want a red truck. I wouldn't mind a yellow truck though. I would look good in yellow. Okay, let's see if there are any more burning pictures. Comments. Teresa Mack. Oh my God, Teresa. Teresa said there was a 17-minute ad. That's just abusive. I mean, Google's going to put it there and think, well, if somebody's interested in that topic, they'll just keep watching it. And sometimes I do. Sometimes I see an ad and I go, that's interesting. And I'll just keep watching it, for a few minutes. Okay, so you have those things to look forward to. Melody gone crazy this year in North Carolina. I don't know what Melody is. I wonder if that's an autocorrect. Let's see. Tony, thank you for joining. Daryl, Kel. Let's see. I don't want to get punched, so maybe I should do a red truck or an orange truck. No, I'm not. Orange is not as good as yellow. So when it's possible to do a collab with David, I will. Maybe later in the season. Right now, my focus is getting over to Tennessee. Marge. It's actually it's critical to collect seeds, especially heirloom seeds, because companies would love to patent. As you know, Monsanto would love to patent all seeds, so that we have to buy seeds from them in order to grow anything. They would like nothing better than to restrict us from saving seeds. So it's critical that we save our heirloom seeds. Thousands of heirloom seeds have been lost because we used to have so many. It seems like now we have so many seed sellers now. Well, I shouldn't even use the word now, because now is not even relative now, because we have a new now. And I don't know what seed sellers and small businesses and nonprofits, I don't know what anything is going to look like at the end of all this. Who does? I mean, who knows? But hopefully it'll be better. We can pray that it'll be better. But seeds, before all this craziness happened this year, the seed sellers had thousands of heirloom varieties of things, and they were discovering more. Baker's Creek actively goes to these places in the world where people are saving seeds and brings back these rare varieties. But we have to save seeds. Let's see, 42 tomato plants, Lily. That sounds like me. I did that 2 or 3 years in a row. You can't manage 42. It's hard to manage 42 plants. I have Kayla. She doesn't join the live streams, but she always watches my videos. She's in East Tennessee, and she grows a lot of tomatoes in pots. I think she had about 40 plants last year. It's hard to manage that many, especially if you get hit with mildew or something. Oh, that would be wonderful, Susie. My grandmother used to have a whole strip out in front. Well, she had 20 acres. I think her property was about 20 acres and her house was on a 2-lane highway in rural Alabama. And she had this strip along, there's a ravine, it dropped down and then up kind of on where the field, right before where the field started, she had a whole row of strawberries and just got baked with sun, and the strawberries just loved it. Oh, Daryl, you've got 55 tomato plants. Oh, that's awesome. We have endless energy, so you can manage all that. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm so behind. Yes, Connie. Let's communicate with that. Barbara is gone. Emancipated Gardener. I don't know if we actually got to connect. Let's see. You said frost warning. Did you say where you were? Oh, that's fantastic, Tristan. I forgot where you said you are, but yeah, like I said, you don't have to prune it. It just depends. I mean, I saw that technique that I used in the or talked about in the video from um, One Yard Revolution. You know, because he has a backyard garden that he has maximum production back there, and so he keeps his tomato vines at 6 feet tall, because I guess he's about 6 feet, and he keeps them at 6 feet, and then he prunes all the suckers, and he has them like a foot and a half apart. It's incredible, and he has them on cattle panel trellises. Say that 3 times. Little Farmer's Farm, baby. Where have you been? You got to tune in earlier. I missed you, and I'm going to be getting off. I'm already 16 minutes over. I'm glad I got to say hello to you anyway. Harag is here from Pasadena. Tony, I haven't, thank you. Tony, did you see my scones, my blueberry scones in my recent video? Because I made scones in my recent video from my own blueberries, and I need to do it again. I've got so many blueberries. I just got 2 bushes. Those are the biggest blueberries I've ever had. The biggest and many. I need to do that today to harvest those. Well, Pat, that's always the trick, is how do you come up with a title that draws attention, that still is what the video is about? You know, that's not just clickbait. It's the title and the thumbnail are the reason people click on videos. Unless you already know me and you love me and you're going to watch everything that I do. But the majority of people that tune into your videos are not even subscribed to your channel. Did you know that? So you've got to be able to get them to tune in and deliver on the promise of the title and the thumbnail. And it's really, really hard. I find it very, very difficult to do. I haven't had any plans to do anything. Tony, her husband is in his 70s, and he has a pre-existing condition. She's very concerned about him getting sick. And so I haven't seen her at all. And I don't know when I will. Uh-oh, it jumped. I think I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see. I'm just going to try to get to the bottom of the comments, and then I'm going to sign off. Oh, good, Tony. Thank you. Pat, you send me a list of ideas, okay? Oh, that's interesting, Susie. I remember when he first started doing his own seeds, and it's surprising that he's done so well. Now he's got a book out. You know, people told me to do a book, but have I done it? No. Mm. Okay, Tony. Why not? I'm going to go back today after I get off, and I'm going to change the title to World's Greatest Blueberry Scones. I'm going to copy and paste that with the dashes and everything. I saw that, Barbara, I see that you're sending me something. I can't read that and get finished with this, but I will do a video of David's garden, Connie. And oh, by the way, yes, I wanted to give credit. Joshua, that is Joshua's recipe that I used in the blueberry scone video. That is a family recipe handed down from, was it beyond your grandmother, Joshua? Your grandmother's grandmother or your grandmother's mother, or at least as far back as his grandmother. That is her recipe. So, and yeah, I know, Susie. I don't try to do that. How you might, let's see. Hakimi says, maybe I will show you my garden, but how? Write me. Let's talk about it later, Hakimi, okay? But yes, Joshua gave me that recipe. And somebody wrote me and said they couldn't read the writing on the video. I guess on mobile, it's very small, and it was not a dark background. So this is, when you're editing these things, you make these quick decisions because you make a lot of videos and you go, okay, how many hours am I going to spend on this? I mean, I spent 1 hour on creating the thumbnail for the video with Scott. It was an hour and 15 minutes, I think. I spent creating that, just the picture of the thumbnail, which adds to the whole process. And I'm just going, and then it didn't do well. And I'm just, what? What? Yeah, I heard that, Susie. I heard that. I don't know how they can do that, but they somehow do. Okay, Little Farmer's Farm, Daryl, John. Okay. We're all saying good. Food Forest next door. We're just getting off. Let's see. Little Farmer's Farm says 2-family homestead have good channel. I see. Is recommending 2-family homesteads has good channel. Okay. I better write that down because. Good channel tips, and so does Brian G, and that's who Joshua has been doing research for me, because I'm always so busy shooting and editing that I don't have time to do the research. That's always been my problem. But anyway, hello, Rebecca at Food Forest Next Door. Louisville is also in the news because of riots and stuff, so I hope that you can stay safe and not get drawn up in any of that. Kale Storm says, I make a mean fruit tea bread. Kale, can you send me an email? Kaye at latebloomershow.com and connect with me, and maybe we can have a conversation about how I could do a collaboration. I could tell you how to shoot it, and maybe I could share it, something like that. Just send me an email, because I think a lot of people would like fruit tea bread. That sounds really yummy, because there's a lot of scone recipes out there. Okay, Gina's gone. Okay, so everybody, and Hakimi, you have, I think you can send me a message on Facebook, and let's talk. My focus really will be in the next. Patricia's saying everyone have a safe. Everybody stay safe. I'm going to say goodbye, but I really am going to be focused on getting out of here. So I'm going to make as many videos as I can. But there may be a bit of a lag while I'm traveling. I'm going to order a new laptop so that I can make videos if, it's possible, if I have Wi-Fi. And Tony says, love these live chats and it helps pass the time well when I am making the Sunday dinner. Oh, I wish I could sit down with you and have Sunday dinner with you and your family, Tony. That would just thrill me beyond words. And with that thought, I wish you all a happy Sunday. Stay safe. Don't get caught up in the fear and all the craziness. Uh, do your own research, try to figure out what's really going on. And I love you all. Stay safe. And thank you so much for supporting this channel. Please give it a like on your way out. Please share this channel. I really want to make 100,000 by the end of the year or sooner. My friend Tony at Simplify Gardening has already done it. So, didn't he? Yeah, he did it. So, I think it's possible that I can get there, and but I'll need your help. So, thank you so much, and God bless you. Have a great week, and I'll see you Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I love you.